Hello. Okay, I've got a head full of information and I have to speak about it in a diary recording. Here goes. So I've been using power supply to push precious gold out of electric circuit boards and things like chips and so forth from recycled computers and things, and I've had a bit of interest in it, so giving it a go. I used a positive electrode to be the pusher into the solution. I use salt in the water in a jar so that I can conduct the current through from positive to negative to create a linking arc. And what happens is, in the negative, the hydrogen is produced and released, but in the positive, carbon. But the thing is, with the carbon, it causes the metal attached to the electrode to break down. So in doing that, I've created particulate in the bottom of the water jar. And so what happens is, today I've learned that for the last 6 months I've been consuming this gold. And it's only because one day I learned that you can burn gold and white gold will come out of it and you can consume that. But it turns out that that white gold is really just cobalt. So I discovered from understanding that cobalt is possible and it comes from gold. So it's the evolution of gold. So the deal is that you can electrolytically or electrically force metals to purify to a higher form, but the cost is the burn off. So today I learned that gold that I've been getting out of those circuitry also has lead as well as zinc. So I know that balding men have a problem with zinc. So I have no problem with allowing myself to consume zinc, but consuming lead, we know full and well that lead poisoning is very dangerous. And I wouldn't have been consuming it. I've just been getting this real dumb feeling on my head. And it's such a burden, like a big heavy weight in my brain. And I think, oh man, too heavy. But before, when I had some, what supposedly is white gold, which comes from limestone, and they used acid to get it out. Seems like they're amateurs, and there could be anything in it. So I've endeavoured to look at how to derive gold. So from junk gold recycling from chips with acids, and I discovered that you have to put hydrochloric acid in with the round chips or the graphics chips, and then you have to put nitric acid to make it more stronger. And when it starts bubbling and stuff, then you stop putting the nitric acid in. So you put the hydrochloric acid in just to wet it and clean it and get the crap off. But when you add the nitric acid, you wait for a reaction. And after you got the nitric acid in, and that creates, that's what we call aqua regia. Now there's a way to make the nitric acid, is you get hydrochloric acid, and then you put clean, brand new clean, not reused, but clean copper in it, and you put a lid on it so that the gases go right back into the dish, and you get this nitric acid. Now to clean it, you need a pipette and some ice. It's a whole other thing. You need a special gas bottle, like it's a test tube with an extra tube sticking out of it. and it goes into the ice with a pipette, and it makes it purer. So that's one way. So today I learned something extra, and that is that metabisulfate helps to cluster and make particulate. And I learned that an induction coil is a power source and just a circle with thick copper pipe, but it's an induction heater, it's called. So I wouldn't want to get one of those. I've got a graphite mold, and you basically add only a little when it gets red hot and it's melted and everything. If you want to bring it up to a higher heat, well, adding in borax makes it get brighter, nice bright yellow, and you want to get it as pure as you can to burn off the impurities. So you use it to push that impurities out in the crucible when it's hot, and I mean hot. So it said that once you've dissolved it all the gold with the acids, you have to test it to see if there's any more gold in the solution. But the deal is that somewhere along the line, when you're cleaning the gold, you need to precipitate out the lead. So I saw them use sulfuric acid to do that. So there's a little hint. And they filtered it. One guy filtered it. Filtered the gold and also precipitated out the lead first, and then filtered that out while he kept the clear fluid, and then he changed the clear fluid back into gold using metabisulfate that clustered, that precipitated, and that means turned back into solids, and using weight or gravity it went down in the solution down to the bottom of the jar, and then you could tip off the stuff off the top, tip out all the liquid, and then the bottom would be exactly what you're looking for, the gold, which you can then you can wash it. But the main thing is the acid cancels water. Water cancels acid. So now this, what we're going to think about is heating it, and then melting it, and then pulling it out of the mold, and putting it in water to cool it quickly, and scraping off the slag, which is the black stuff. And so there's the whole process explained. And what I had done was I was trying to consume the gold powder, but I hadn't separated the lead, so it's very bad for your health. And my mum's been talking to the sky and all the voices in her head, and she kept on putting death in there, and he's trying to kill himself by consuming it. But I stood in the sun last summer, and I had only had a little bit of nano, and it was more of the liquid, wasn't so much the solid. So that was more refined, and I noticed that my cells had corruptions. So if I had had iron or lead or something, I had black cells, but if I'd had silver, I had silver cells. If I had gold, I had gold cells. So some of my cells seem to have some strength structures. So I'm not sure why there is. That could be all to do with purities and contaminants, or it could well just be a very bad silicon and corrupted by lead or something. So that's all I can think about. There was filtering, there was settling, there was acid dissolving it into solution, and then cleaning it back out. Yay! Oh boy.